Hey everybody, I'm Chrissy O'Malley and this is Better Science Teaching. Today what I'm going to do, a little bit different, is do an unboxing of some cool new stuff that I just got from a company called Tom Bihn. I think you've seen my other teacher tote, you may have seen my teacher tote video about what bags are great for teachers, but there was a pre-order of these bags a couple of months ago in May, and I went ahead and placed an order because I wanted to get some specific colors. And these are for bags that I use personally for myself, but it's also things that I found really helpful around my classroom or when I'm working with students or when I'm working with Girl Scouts. So I wanted to show these to you guys so that if you saw the opportunity and you were looking for a bag like this or to do these kinds of things or to solve problems for you, you'd be able to do it too. So hang on for a second, I'm going to switch so that you guys can see what's in the box. Okay, so here's my box. I haven't opened it yet. This is a company that I've been using for quite a while. I have some other bags that I do want to show you guys in case you are in a situation where you travel with students frequently to conferences or overnight or just for the day. There are a couple of different bags that I use from them routinely, and there are some reasons that I really like this company. They are in the United States. Everything is manufactured in the United States. If you need to reach out to them, you can usually get a hold of them the same day, which is great. And there are folks who work for this company or with this company that show up in not only their forums, but also on Facebook. And so you can really get a hold of people if you need to. And there's a nice little community where you can buy things secondhand if something that you like in a color or a style is no longer being produced. Sometimes you can still find it and for a good price. So it's a great company to be aware of. Also, their materials generally wear really well. I don't have a single bag from them that looks old, and I have some things that are almost a decade old. So anyway, I'm excited about this because they had a pre-order in May, and at the time they were touting it as the most colors ever, which I think was probably true, including the comeback of a few others. And so there were some things that I wanted to get just for either because they matched certain things or because I wanted them to stand out. So plus, fear of missing out is real, right? And so I wanted to make sure that I got a hold of some things. So here we go. I know it's in here, but I'm excited anyway. Okay, so it looks like I've got 2 straps, and those I think are for my large cafe bag. This is such a pretty color. Okay, this is a medium cafe bag. It's one of my favorite sizes. I love that these have a slip pocket in the back. It's got attachment points here if you wanted to put a waist belt on, like a traditional messenger bag. I have never done that with one of these. The inside is a nice, I think that's Dawn, but I'm not sure. The outside, this is Logic Blue. Gosh, it's so pretty. I was honestly not expecting to like it as much as I do. It's got an adjustable buckle, so if you overfill it a little bit, you've got a big buckle. A zip pocket, so that's very secure. The strap is attached. You can't remove it. Some people remove these. You can remove it by cutting these, but I haven't done that. I usually just slide it to the bottom if I don't want it. It's got a zip pocket in the front, and then on the inside, it's got a nice big opening. And then this is something that is kind of special for Tom Bihn. It's got these O-ring attachment points and these little straps. So you can clip things to these. This is great for keys. This particular one, I just got it for myself because I thought that the blue was really pretty. And I think it's cool that you can stand it up. Let's see, you guys have seen my computers and other things. I can fit my little personal computer in here. I don't know what that one is, 14-inch maybe. My big school computer wouldn't fit though. So if you're looking at this for an eye of, could I use this as a teacher bag? Maybe, maybe not. Big computer, I can fit in there, but I would not be able to close it. Ooh, so I wouldn't do that. Probably wouldn't fit a big notebook very well. But I do carry around a water bottle in here. A 12-ounce clean canteen is no problem. So, and it's short. So I imagine if you had a taller one that was a similar size, it would work well. This is great. I'm keeping this one. Yeah, I love these messenger bags too, because if I'm doing things with students or with my own children, now neither of them are in diapers. They're both older. But if I need to carry around gloves or scarves or something, sometimes this works for that. This works great for if we're doing something in the summer and they have some small items they need to carry, and my daughter frequently carries her own stuff, so it's usually just me and my son at this point. That's pretty too. So this is a bag called, what's this guy called? This is called a truck. And I actually have one in a color called aubergine. Sometimes it's kicking around in here, but it's not in here right now. This one's in canary. It's a fabric called cordura. It's got some little like fabricy things on it. It's no big deal. The reason it was folded like this is because the bottom actually has a piece of plastic in it. And so it's very sturdy in the center, not so much on the edges. I wanted to open this because I think I'm going to take this shopping with me today. We're going to go get some snacks. Maybe I'll take some pictures and add those on too. But this is really good. This holds a gallon of milk, no problem, with some space to spare. Again, we've got more key loops, O-rings with another key strap. Here's an O-ring, here's an O-ring, here's an O-ring, here's an O-ring. There's one in this pocket here too. If you're familiar with Tom Bihn bags, you know that these O-rings are ubiquitous. They're everywhere, and they're great for attaching things to your bag. Attaching keys, attaching wallets. When I go places with a Metro, I will frequently carry a cafe bag like this, and then I use one of the O-rings, and there's tons in here, right? I know that there's two in this front piece. There's one on this side. I would frequently attach some kind of pouch that carried a Metro card to this so that I had no problem getting it. There's another one in here too. So if you want it to be slightly more secure, you can put it in here. I'll talk more about that when I talk about traveling with students. I just want to unbox all this stuff. So we've got my small cafe bag. Got this gorgeous yellow truck. I really wanted something that was eye-searingly bright because with students or with my kids, I like to put snacks in these, and I wanted one that would be able for all of us to find. It's nice to be able to say, hey, go grab the yellow bag, to be able to find our snacks. And these are great too if you travel with students on a bus, because these don't fall over on you. If you take your plastic, just shopping bags, just grocery bags, they'll flop over, but truck won't. Okay, and I got two large cafe bags. Again, fear of missing out. I wanted a green one for doing things with my Girl Scout troop, and I wanted a purple one because when we have field days at school, they're frequently set up with our house system, and my house color is purple. The reason I wanted this, let me grab something real quick, is I have a tendency to run around with some kind of clipboard that I'm using that I've organized stuff with, and I want something that I can just drop a clipboard in because that's going to be my paperwork for the day, you know, my schedules and what's going on. And then on the inside, I can secure other stuff. Like I can secure my keys in here and not have to worry about them falling out of my pocket. Having water bottles in here, I usually have some first aid with me, and so having that in a bag that I can just haul around is kind of nice. Without having to worry about it. And I like it to be a little bit larger because with the medium cafe bag, gosh, these colors are pretty, this doesn't fit quite as well. I could get it in there, but it's definitely going to stick out. And so I didn't want to worry about that. I keep looking at the blue one because it's so pretty. All right, so this is eggplant. This is my second bag in this color. Sorry, aubergine. Aubergine is French for eggplant, and so that's why I keep doing it. But I wanted the purple. Here it's got the waist strap on it. That the medium cafe bag has the straps for. Maybe I'll use it. I don't know. I always think about using them for other things too. On the inside, if you wanted to see just how large this is I think this is either a 14 or a 15 inch. That fits no problem, which is interesting. That doesn't even fit in my Copilot. I take the big 17 inch, it's close. Maybe if I take that out. That's like the tightest fit possible. So if I'm not hauling a computer around, if I'm taking a notebook, maybe that'll work. I've got my notebook handy. And flip it. I had it open because I was doing some student things. Okay, so if I take my planner, I'll carry my planner. So that's kind of neat. I may end up using that for some of the school year. But this is pretty big. In looking at these, I would say, I think that volume-wise, this is close to being a vertical maker's bag, which I have, and I really like. This is a little bit smaller. I specifically wanted to get these for school and for scouts, but also because during the year, sometimes in winter, I end up carrying my kids or my own personal winter gear. So I end up needing someplace I can just toss a scarf or a pair of gloves, something like that. And if I have in a too small of a bag, it doesn't fit. But this would give me plenty of space for that. So I'm really excited about these. And those are the things that I got. And I tried to limit myself. I didn't want to go too crazy. So I've got 2 large cafe bags. Should we look at O-rings? Oh, 2 O-rings on this side. So this is exactly the same. The pockets are a little different. Exactly the same as the medium cafe bag inside. And then one here. Yep, here we go, found one. It's kind of like a fun hunt to look for these. Yeah, none in there, which is fine. So I've got my 2 large cafe bags. I've got this gorgeous blue medium cafe bag. And a regular size truck. This is Cordura. I feel like this is different fabric. This is ballistic. Yeah, and this is Cordura. So this feels a little bit more canvasy, which is kind of nice. I wonder if it'll stay wrinkly. We'll see. I love the yellow and the black though. Okay, so there we go. I hope that gives you a bit of a sense of what these bags are like. Check out the company. Keep an eye on them. Follow them on social media. I highly recommend them. So I hope that helps you get a sense of what Tom Bihn bags are like. I'm really excited to see these new bags. I wasn't quite sure what that blue would be like. I had another color called Constellation that was a little bit more sort of a true blue color. This is very slightly turquoise. It's perfect. Okay. So, but I do have some other Tom Bihn bags that I do want to share with you guys about trips on managing gear and equipment when you're traveling with students. I travel with kids for science fair, for professional conferences, for overnight professional conferences, for Science Olympiad, and we're always hauling stuff. And it's always sort of tricky to balance what you're going to take with your students and how you're going to pack it up and how you're going to make sure it's easy. I like to maximize my security with my stuff so that nothing gets lost, and also keep it from getting damaged, and then make it easy to find. So if a student is trying to find something that we've brought with us, if what I've packed everything in is 50 different plastic grocery bags that we got at the grocery store, that's not helpful. If I can say it's in the yellow bag, it's in the purple bag, or if I can label things or put things in boxes that are labeled, that works a lot better. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on those. If there are Tom Bihn bags that you want to see, put it in the notes. I might have them, or or share with us your favorite things to share with students. Anyway, I hope that you stay safe and you be well. I'll see you soon. Bye.